Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video here on Fetch. I had to make a new update, Fetch, ASI, whatever you want to call it. I'll probably call it ASI in this video. But wanted to do a full update. I mean, this weekend has been absolutely phenomenal for Fetch. Basically started on Thursday already, by the way. AI coins in general have performed quite well. I mean, Fetch in combination with BitTensor or Tau and then Render as well. Among with some other AI coins, but those were the three ones I mainly watched. Did quite well. Rallied a lot over the course of the weekend, but now obviously the week has started, all right, and the fun times are over. The market is going to get more liquid, volume and capital will flow back into the markets. And now the question is well, can we actually hold this bullish momentum after all the imbalances we left to the downside, which we left a lot of imbalances since Friday, basically. I mean, Friday with the, Thursday afternoon. With the initial move, I think we actually left not only a fair value gap, but also some single prints down there. Single prints right here at 49 cents. So the big question is well, is Fetch strong enough to hold all of this bullish momentum? And I think the answer is no. All right, just to cut to the chase, I mean, I like Fetch a lot, all right, and I've covered it for years now. But when I take a look at this move, like, first of all, the market has opened very, very strong. So that's good. I mean, there's actually some really strong buying volume coming into the crypto markets as well. But the only way market strength can be sustainable, all right, so can be long term, is if we do not have major imbalances to the downsides. Having an imbalance or two, that's fine, all right. So if you take a look at every bull run in the past, we had some imbalances. There's nothing wrong with that. But then you take a look at Fetch, that is, by the way, at a major resistance level right here. At 61 up to, I'd say, 66 cents, and then we also have some resistance at 70 cents, but in general that area. Look, what we have is first of all, my internet is a little bit slow, but first of all, a major resistance level. Then we have a move which was primarily made in the weekend, which always makes a move less trustworthy. Then we have, you can see to the downside right here, a massive amount of leverage coming in. And then we have an unstable market, all right? Not only if you take a look at the imbalances for Bitcoin, which also matters for Fetch, but also just fundamentally, there is a lot of uncertainty around the markets, all right? So therefore, and I do want to say, would I short Fetch right now? No, I think people that are shorting right now are shorting too early. Because what you can see since this morning is that a huge amount of shorts have come into Fetch. I think those will still be liquidated, right? So, I mean, they're like Fetch itself, if you take a look at the volume, regardless of the leverage and the resistance, we still have some room up until the biggest resistance, up to 66 and maybe even 70 cents. And we still have a lot of momentum right now in the markets, right? So even though I expect the markets to pull back, that could also be tomorrow morning, right? So therefore, I think the people that are shorting Fetch right now will still be liquidated. So therefore, even though I think we're going to pull back at least into 53, 52 cents, and then from there we'll see that's basically the first liquidity zone. So right, so based on the reaction to that level, we can kind of gauge, all right, well, is Fetch strong and can we expect some sort of an uptrend? Or is it weak? But before we do that, I still think we're going higher. I think we're going to liquidate those shorts, grab some liquidity. There's a lot of, like, there's another high volume nodes right here around 60, 65, 66 cents, which we've talked about before. So I think it's most likely we'll get into that level, liquidate the shorts, make some sort of bearish divergence probably, and then from there drop down towards 52, 53 cents. I'd say that's most likely right now for Fetch, but that is also something I'll keep you updated on if you're interested in that. So yeah, keep an eye on the channel. Like I said, if you're interested in that. For now, have a great week. Take care. Stay safe in these markets, and bye.